Here we go. Oh shit. Sorry. Oh shit. Sorry. I've got to do something else. See you in a sec. Fuck, are we on? Sorry. Morning, John.
Good morning. It's been a long time since
we've
spoken.
Morning, everyone, and welcome to the My New Football Club Sunday morning breakfast stream. If you like what you see, please subscribe. If you don't like what you see, remain quiet. Yeah, how are you?
Well, much better after yesterday's result. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Made me very happy. I was very excited to see the result and see that we played well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good.
Well, we played well. I reckon the second half was a lot better than the first half. Actually, bear with me. I'm just going to play some music underneath called Date.
Oh, okay.
The second half was much better than. No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, the first 20 minutes was abysmal, I thought.
Okay. In what sense? Come on, let's break it down.
Well, I don't know what I'm talking about, but it seemed to me, John, that Lincoln were very well set up, and we found it difficult to pass through the lines.
Yeah. Okay. Trying to break him down.
And when Alex Hartridge, Pearce, and Aimson had the ball, it didn't look like there was anyone available for them, so they had to keep turning back.
It seemed like Lincoln pressed really well. We were struggling to. They weren't giving us much time on the ball. I saw from what I saw the first half. Alex Hartridge gave the ball away quite a few times, and we were struggling.
Yeah, but there's no one available. So
yeah, well, that's what I mean. They were just set up well, weren't they? And yeah, from what I heard and from what I saw, bits of we really struggled to break them down. So
yeah, so I'll just run through some notes, if anything. So
go on.
I'll be honest with you. At about 1 o'clock, I was like, "Oh God, I've got to go to bloody Exeter." I'll be honest. I'm in loving Exeter, but I thought we're mid-table. What am I doing? It's door to door. It's an hour. It's bloody drizzling. I'm cold. I've got the sniffles. I felt like that, and then I got on the A38, and there was a 20-minute traffic jam, and I was that close to turning around and going, nah. No.
That's poor. You can't turn around because of a little bit of traffic.
Well, I didn't turn around, but I'm being honest. I was like, what am I doing? I'm just sitting there. Okay, we get 1-1 draw. Great. We've got 42 points. Great. I was feeling like that. I was grumpy.
Why are you thinking about the points and all this, that, the other?
Because I want to get promoted, and I still think we can.
No, we can't. We're out.
Yes, we can. I've put something on Twitter which actually proves we can.
But it's not going to happen, is it?
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. We're about to hit the trickiest month of them all.
Right. If we win all our last 10 games and the top 6 sides form remain the same, we sneak into 6th.
Okay. But we're not going to win we're not going to win our last 10, 13 games, whatever it is.
Well, you don't know that.
No, I could pretty much comfortably say we're not going to win all of our last games. We're probably not going to beat Plymouth. We're not going to beat.
Yes, we are. We're going to beat Plymouth. We're going to absolutely batter their asses. Yes, we are. Who else is there?
Ipswich. Have we got a play still away? They're flying. Sheff Wednesday away. No one's there. They're out 15 points clear.
Overrated.
To be fair, Sheffield Wednesday were overrated. We were better than them when we played them at home. But yeah. I just can't see it, unfortunately, David. I think you just need to enjoy each game as it comes. Enjoy it as a spectacle. And
I am.
Okay.
I am.
Good.
Right. This thing
Okay, go on.
Now you can't see it there, but the red box.
Yep.
I had it. You see that little red gate there?
Yep.
When I walk by, there's a little gap between the brick wall and the red gate.
Yeah.
I stuck my nose in, had a little look at the red box behind it.
Oh, cheeky. What did you say?
Well, as soon as I did it, can I help you? Huh? This woman was all over me. Can I help
Wow.
you? I was like, oh, I'm just looking at your red box.
That's the friend. That's the politeness of Exeter. That is right there coming through. Everyone
Yeah,
is
but
so kind.
I thought she didn't trust me.
Yeah, she thought you were going to sort of try and sneak in or
Yeah.
nick
When
something.
actually I'm just checking out your old red box.
What did you see? Anything of note? Did you see anything you
You're
liked
not
in the
going to
red box?
react to that line.
You what?
Doesn't matter. Basically, there's food in there, isn't there? That's where you
Yeah,
get
it's a
food from.
kiosk. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think it was?
I don't know. I just thought you kept spades in there or something. Like
No, the
shovels.
spade. You can see where the spades are kept from your seat.
Yeah, I did have a little nose round actually, just to have a look at because is it Chaz, the groundsman?
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
coming on soon. So
yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
He's got his own little YouTube series, isn't he, on the football club? It's called Life's a Pitch, I think.
Right,
And
right.
Scott and Craig in that interview him like when it's been a tough week, sort of getting the pitch ready. It's so interesting. He's such a funny guy.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to talking to him because obviously I know my way around grass.
Do you?
Well, I worked on a golf course for Hartridge's.
You worked on a golf course?
Yeah, for years.
Oh, well, there you go. Learn something new every day.
Hartridge's hairband came out, and he's got some length on him.
Yeah, he has got.
Really
He's got
long.
very long hair, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. When it's just I worried for him because he was like, oh God, and he had to find his hairband in the penalty box, and it's really long. I thought, if you don't find that, how are you going to play?
Well, I'm sure he's got a few backups.
I was
Maybe he just
back up hairband, has he?
brings
Yeah.
one hairband. What
Yeah,
did you think? His red card was right in front of you, wasn't it? What did you think it was soft or?
He had to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had to go. I can't remember the first challenge, but the second one, they were on the attack, and yeah, I thought the referee was good yesterday.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking to myself actually just before we came on, I didn't actually notice the ref, which is a sign of a good ref when you don't notice him. Oh, Christ. Yeah, it is too early for that.
Sorry, it just came out and I had to comment on it.
What was I going to say? Yeah, he didn't really help us in the dying minutes of the game, did it? With a 2-1 lead and losing probably your strongest centre half.
No, you just want that in those last 5 minutes. You just want a bit of composure on the ball.
Yeah, and it was silly because he'd been losing the ball in that sort of position all day, sort of trying to cut back and give it.
Well, I don't mean Alex. I mean the whole team. Just hold on to the ball, knock it around. Bit of calmness and composure.
Yeah, we did. At times we looked really composed, and at other times we were very frantic. And I mean, the first 10 minutes of the game, no one could get control of the ball. It was just bouncing between people. Everyone was passing it, this, that, the other. So
yeah. I'm trying to think what else was. Someone in front of me had a little bag of
celebrations. Oh, nice. One odd football snack choice.
Well, it wasn't actually celebrations, but he had a little bag that had put lots of chockies in.
Oh, lovely.
And at half time, because I have this thing at half time where I have to stop myself from eating a pasty or eating something. and he got this little bag of chockies and just handed them around.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't involved in the.
Oh, you weren't involved
in the. I was just sort of I was just having a little.
Can I have one, please?
Yeah. But yeah.
Was it an elderly man or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I did think that would be the case. Anyone stand out for Lincoln? Did you think? Oh, yeah.
Yes. Now I would have this bloke. I had a look. I did a bit of research. He's on loan. I'd have this bloke in a heartbeat.
Jack Diamond.
Yeah.
Great player. Really good player.
Right, our Lincoln guest is in the green room and he's just put his hands over his face.
I wonder why that is.
I thought he was quality.
He was on loan at where was he on loan last season? Harrogate, I think it was, and he was one of their better players. Is he on loan from Sunderland?
Yeah.
I think he's a good player. I don't know how well. I didn't really notice him yesterday, but
I just thought he was great on the ball. He was pacey. He was going to cause the damage if any damage was going to. And this guy here.
Go on.
I beg your pardon.
Is that the keeper?
Yeah. Did you see the first goal?
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane.
Right. I think I'm gonna hit you with a fact here. I think this keeper, he's on. Oh, where's he on loan from? Or he might be at Lincoln permanently now. But last year he was on loan at Walsall from someone.
Right.
And they were saying that the parent club he was at, Barcelona, were looking at him. Was it Rushworthy or something? Rush something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barcelona.
I think Barcelona were looking at him. Yeah, at one point.
I mean, they did it in the second half, so it's obviously a thing they do. But he came out of his goal like 35 yards to basically left back.
Yeah, played, and then this centre half thought,
the centre half thought he was still in goal and passed back to him. He was hanging around left back.
You're not beating Sam Nombe in a foot race. No chance.
No.
He's absolutely lightning.
Yeah.
Like I think the club tweeted, he still had a lot to do though, Sam Nombe. He had to finish from far out with his left foot. Yeah. With his weaker foot. So
and in the second half they did it again. And he was more or less over at left back, the goalkeeper.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I love the confidence.
Yeah. Yeah, it's brave though, isn't it? As we saw yesterday. It could
This is nice from Richard Bayliss. I thought diamonds shine bright for Lincoln. Very nice, Richard. Thank you very much. Right. So our first guest is a regular. He's waiting for us now. Apparently he's got shite Wi-Fi. He's in Cape Town. He's warming up for Love Island. It's James Gill. He's not there. Okay.
Brilliant. It's a black screen of doom.
It's a great little intro.
Okay. Yeah, you picked him up too much.
Okay, so we take that off. He's warming up for Love Island. It's James Gill.
Dudes, how are we?
How you doing?
I'm all right. I've got the laptop, but it won't work because I'm having to use my phone. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
No, I like this.
Yeah, I like this guerrilla podcasting or whatever it is. I like it.
Is this what Hunter S. Thompson would do?
Yeah.
Bear Grylls in the wild. This is what it feels like he's vlogging.
Yeah.
Here we go. So I'm in Cape Town.
Yeah.
Hey, that's Table Mountain. There you go.
Wow.
Incredible.
What are you doing over there?
It's exciting.
I know what you're doing, but what are you doing?
So we've got After Sun tonight, and then we've got the live final tomorrow, and so I'll be warming up both shows. So yesterday, a couple of us went on a catamaran to go whale watching. It's quite tricky because on the marriage front, I've told my wife, because she keeps saying it's all right for you going to Cape Town with Love Island. I'm like, no, you don't understand. It's strictly a work trip. I wish I was at home. And then I sent a picture of me on a catamaran going whale watching, and my defence crumbled.
But who are you? Is there a live audience that you're warming up, or just the crew?
Yeah, no, they've actually got an audience. So there's an audience for After Sun. I think there's a bit of an audience for the final tomorrow.
Smug as this morning.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Hold on a minute. I don't think we're really. You're in Cape Town for Love Island right now.
Yes.
And you thought, I'll hop on My New Football Club and to give him a little. What's going on here? This is what's. I'm so confused.
Do you realise how grateful I am to be on the show? Because otherwise, I'm just going to watch another documentary about football. I've just finished the documentary about the 2002 Brazil World Cup win, which, by the way, is magnificent. You've got to check it out. It's on. Okay. It's on Sky Documentaries. They've got the likes of Roberto Carlos and Ronaldo and Cafu. Oh, it's. If you're a romantic like me, I had two cries at the documentary.
Did you?
Well, because do you remember Ronaldo had that horrendous injury when he played for Inter? You know, he's screaming on the floor, and they thought his career was over. And then he had the seizure in '98, just before the final against France. Yeah. So it's got that redemption arc going on.
Beautiful.
They've got but then like Oliver Kahn is on there. Respect, the Germany goalkeeper from the final. Yeah. Michael Owen's on it. David Beckham's on it. It's good. It's worth a watch.
I mean, James, I'll be honest with you. All I'm thinking about is, can you get John on Love Island?
John would be an absolute bombshell on Love Island. John would be turning heads.
Unfortunately, there's no amount of money you could pay me to lower myself to that. Unfortunately,
I think you'd come across very well, John.
Yeah, but I'm not looking.
You can chat about Exeter to them, and it'd be great. Great way of spreading the pod.
That's all I can do, though. I can only talk about Exeter City. So as soon as anything else happens, I just crumble into a little piece of nothingness.
Oh no. Anyway, James, how
your
are
Exeter your Exeter chat will see you through, John. I think you'd win.
Oh, hello.
Castle all that.
Is this
that's my mother there telling me
John, I can't what's going on Love Island.
Yeah, your mum's quite firm on that.
Yeah. Actually, now that we're on the topic, happy birthday. It's my mum's birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday to Mrs. Beer.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Beer.
Wow.
Hope you have a great day.
Yeah, have a lovely day. Starting the day right with my new
and I mean, what a lovely gift from Exeter City to John's mum with another 3 points.
Yes.
Yeah. She went to the game as well.
No, she didn't. Oh, she did.
Yes,
she knows how to celebrate.
Did she? Where was she?
Not far from where you used to sit last season.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, loves it. Absolutely loves it.
So, James, Crystal Palace, you support Crystal Palace. Did they lose yesterday against Man City?
Yeah, it was game, you know what? I thought we were quite hard done by because we'd done a good job, and then it's a penalty, 77th minute, Haaland. And, and of course, we really got going once we conceded. I thought we were quite unlucky late on not to score. But the cold, hard facts are, I don't think we've not won a league game in 2023.
Haven't you?
No. We're getting sucked right into it. I think we're only like 4 points above the drop now.
Really?
We were, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of. I'm trying to be diplomatic. I don't want to upset any other teams, but there's, including us, there's quite a few teams that are having a tough season. But if we're not careful, we could be there or thereabouts. Come, mate. The run we've got coming up is certainly better than the one we've gone through. But poor old Vieira, he's not having a good time of it.
Oh wow! And my Coxlong yesterday. My Coxlong says.
I mean, come on, Mike. Mike, it's a family show.
It is.
PG friendly, please.
Palace v Exeter next season is on.
Very much so. No, you know what? No. That would be one lovely positive. I'm on a Palace WhatsApp group, and I don't include myself in this, but the consensus with the others is we deserve to go down because of how badly we're playing. So they're not even grumbling. They're sort of like, this is what we deserve. Because sometimes you can go down. I remember us getting relegated in 05, and I thought we were actually really hard done by. But when you're not playing great and you're quite insipid going forward, and it looks like you're not really giving it a go, then you can't really have many complaints. It sort of breaks my heart to say this.
James, how does it feel being? Because I was chatting to some guys yesterday. Because I was a bit grumpy at the start of the game because we're mid-table. I was like, just pull us down into the relegation zone so I've got something to get excited about. Are you excited?
No, it's horrible. I mean, to be fair, we're not in a relegation battle yet. So it's not like we're not down there in the way that, say, Southampton are down there. So we're not. I'm not. There's no panic or anything like that. But when it does happen, when you are in it. It is horrid because it consumes your every waking thought. You're waking up in the middle of the night. You've just got that constant feeling of doom. So I'm not sure that I buy into the whole isn't relegation fun, because it's not. It's awful.
Well, I haven't experienced it. I think at least you've got something to cheer for. And
no, I'd rather have mid-table mediocrity than a relegation battle.
Really?
Big time.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
Because then it's not upsetting you. If you're safe in 11th, and that's not a pop because you are literally safe in 11th. But at least you're not worrying.
No.
Yeah.
Well, we could still go up,
right. It takes up every sort of waking thought that you have. You're like, oh God. Geez,
it does, John.
We could go down.
John, we've always had a lovely connection, and you're just cementing it right now.
Yeah. No, I agree.
David.
My dad.
David, I think it would take some sort of betting scandal. That's the only way you're going to get promoted.
Yeah.
It was. You need the top 10 teams to have been caught in something horrendous. But you're still having a very enjoyable. I'm just reading Chris Jackson's message.
I know, it's weird.
I didn't even know that.
There is a cafe near SJP that sells chimney cakes.
Can someone describe what is a chimney cake, please?
Twister's Cafe. Very good. Thank you for that, Chris Jackson.
I really want a Twister cake.
Yeah.
What's a chimney cake? Anyone?
Oh, sorry, a chimney cake.
Listen, I'm going to invite our other guests onto the pod now. It's Gary. He's a Lincoln fan. I don't know how he's feeling at the moment. He's probably feeling like, whatever, mid-table. Let's see how Gary is feeling. Welcome to my new football club, Gary.
Hey.
Welcome, Gary.
Morning, gents. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, do you know what? Listening to your conversation there is nothing worse than relegation at all. I am delighted to be a mid-table mediocrity, 100%.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. I would have taken it at the beginning of the season. It means there's no worry now. I've got my stag weekend away at Morecambe. I was terrified it was going to be a relegation 6-pointer. Don't have to bother about it now.
But what are you feeling when you're watching a game now? Just like, oh, right, we got a draw. Oh, we got to win, whatever.
Yeah, I feel, we'll play Ipswich and Derby again next season rather than Harrogate and Barrow. I'll take that all day long.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, that wouldn't be fun, would it?
Can't argue with that.
No, you can't.
You can't argue with that.
I just think we've got to spice up the ground now for the next 2 months. Like, get the inflatable bananas out and do something a little bit different.
You say this every week, and you're the first to not bring in an inflatable banana. You cannot criticize it.
So, how's your season been, Gary?
It's not been bad, actually. I mean, we set a high bar for ourselves a couple of years ago because we got to the playoff final and we're like 90 minutes from the championship, but it was an anomaly. And so where we finished the season is likely to be our second highest finish in 40 years. But there's a lot of our supporters like you have got this real kind of, we're mid-table, it's not good enough. And to be fair, we could actually be higher. I think it's a really poor League One this season. That the likes of you and us are in 11th and 12th. And I don't know about you, but I mean, we've been, for me, we've been kind of 18th, 19th kind of ability. But we've drawn so many games that we could have won that we could actually be where Shrewsbury are. If Shrewsbury are 8th, it's not a good League One.
Oh, interesting.
Wow.
What are your thoughts, John? What are your thoughts on that, John?
These are some great home truths.
Yeah, I know.
I think there is. I agree to a certain degree. I think to say it's a bad League One is a bit unfair because the top 6 could probably all be in the Championship. But other than that, yeah, I mean, like you said, if we were 10 seconds away from beating Shrewsbury and ended up losing. So yeah, we could be there. And when we obviously played Lincoln on the opening day, we were both fairly evenly matched on that day. So like you said, it's not a strong bottom end of the League One, but the top end is really, really strong, I think.
How long have you been in League One for, Gary?
This is our 4th season. We've lost 1 game against teams in the top 6. You can stop and play them. The only 2 teams I think have been outstanding this season were Ipswich, who we took 4 points against. 3 teams, sorry. Exeter, who were outstanding when we rolled the ball aimlessly towards goal and let you have a go at it. Superb finishing. Ipswich and Sheffield Wednesday are the only good ones. Plymouth were massively underwhelming. I mean, they can score goals, but they can't defend. I thought they were.
Gary, may I ask you a question?
Of course.
What room of the house are you in? Because it looks spectacular.
End of the garden.
Yeah, I've got a bar in the pub, bar in the garden. So staying in.
You absolute winner.
Yeah.
It looks like the sort of ski lodge where Roger Moore might walk in any minute.
I hope he does. It'd be quite cool. I always quite like Roger Moore. I'd go all Alan Partridge on him.
Yeah. Were you there yesterday, Gary? Were you at the game?
No, funnily enough, I actually watched from South Africa, according to my VPN. So, I watched the game.
Oh, right.
You know what? I could have said hello.
You could have said hello, yeah. You'd have to shout loudly because I was actually in rural Lincolnshire, but swings and roundabouts.
Oh, so what did you think of what you saw?
Pretty much what you've said. I mean, first 20 minutes, I thought we were in control.
Yeah.
We got the lead, and then the goal. Well, it's 50% Rowan's fault, our left back, and 50% the keeper. The keeper's trying to make the angle to make it an easier pass, and Rowan's just not looked. And then I thought as soon as you got the goal, confidence started flowing. Really like Dimitri Mitchell. Used to like him when he was at Blackpool for you. And he's the type of player that takes us now to the next level. I think we're solid. But the problem we've got is we can start games really well. We'll go ahead and then we either struggle to close them off or we drift out the game. But bear in mind, yesterday, that's our first defeat in 10 that you've inflicted on us. Only our second defeat of the year. And it's the first time this season that we've scored first and not gone on to either draw or win the game.
Well, when we scored, I said to the guy next to me, that was the only way we were going to score. It didn't feel like we were ever going to get a chance because we just couldn't pass it through you.
No, and that's what we've done. That's why we've only lost one against teams in the top 6, because we can stifle and we can soak up pressure. And it was really uncharacteristic of us, not just the silly mistake from Rowan, but also for your second goal. I mean, Lewis Monsma was muscled off the ball so easily, kind of out on the left flank, and that's unusual as well. Do you know what? I'm not too disappointed. It's a defeat, but we're safe. We're going to be there next year, so
Well, Gary, you hang on, James. Sorry, this is a great moment. You say it's unusual, but this guy has been lifting weights. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Over the last month, his shoulders and chest muscles look superb.
He's always been very, very strong though. He's
like that now.
He was outstanding at our place as well. First game of the season. Sorry, James.
Gary, don't apologise. I want to thank you because can I just say, given the weekend that we've all gone through, us football fans, to listen to proper punditry it has brought into sharp focus what we've been missing on a Saturday night. Gary, that was pure. If Alan Shearer's watching, I want you to rewatch this because that was punditry.
I'll let you contact the BBC for me.
Gary, do your side always press the way they did yesterday, or is it just sort of something they set up to do? It's
what we always do. And the problem that we have is that we're almost like a Burnley of League One at times. You know how Burnley were a success in the Premier League by having 30% possession and just pressing really well and knowing what the triggers were. And that's what I've lost my earphones, but that's what we do pretty much every week is we press high. We try and hit on the break. We let teams have possession. And to be honest, it didn't work as well yesterday. Our wide players, Jack Diamond, who you spoke about, he's on loan. I thought he was great for 25 minutes and drifted out. On the other flank, I thought Danny Mandrew probably was the one that didn't quite put the same amount of work in. But Ben House is the best pressing centre forward in our division. So, there was nothing unusual.
Is he the guy with the big beard?
He's the guy with the big beard. Yeah, I love him. He's bringing Ginger back. I like that.
Yeah. He looks like a big old...
I was so surprised by how well you pressed. Like, we're a side which I'd pride ourselves on being able to play the ball out the back very comfortably, break the lines, and we just could not do it. We just could not do it yesterday.
That's the basis of our season. Is last season we conceded so many weak goals under Michael Appleton, and we'd go into games like Accrington at home, Cambridge at home, Gillingham at home, and we'd be dominating and losing 1-0 or 2-0. And this season it's the other way around. We're going into games and we're not having as much possession. I mean, I can't think we played like Accrington or somebody, and they had more possession than us, and they're a poor team. We've just got to now take the next step. And that kind of goes into that mid-table ambiguity, doesn't it? That actually, for me, that's a sign of a solid foundation. And you can't build anything without a foundation. We could have loaded up with attackers and gone gung-ho and scored loads of goals. But the second the goals dry up, if you're conceding, you're done for. If you're not conceding, you're always in the game.
Yeah. May I say what a lovely name Michael Appleton is? Isn't it?
It's so phonetically, it's so pleasing.
It's beautiful.
Michael. David's right. If someone's down in the dumps, you could cheer them up. You just say to them, "Please say Michael Appleton out loud," and they'd be like, "Yeah, you've done it. Thank you."
And you go, "Oh, it's Michael Appleton. Oh,
Appleton.
Great. Hey, Michael." Oh, it bounced into the. It's lovely.
Give me some homespun wisdom.
Now we've just gone from a sensible football conversation to talk about Michael Appleton.
Well,
Just
to
like
be
that.
fair,
Like that,
Gary's
no-
headphones fell out of his ear, so
Yeah, it's my fault, definitely.
it wasn't perfect.
No, but it made me realise that Gary's even more professional than I first thought because he's even wearing an earpiece like a proper pundit.
And no, I've got two headphones. The other one's there. I just don't like to have both ears blocked.
Gary, I love opposition supporters talking about Exeter. What did you think about Exeter yesterday?
Well, do you know what? I've got to confess, I've got a soft spot for Exeter because my uncle and my cousin live in Exeter and are season ticket holders. I was the Lincoln City mascot, and I know Chris Sumner really well, who was the lion or whatever it is that you guys have got down there. Yeah. I don't know how far back you go. I don't know if John goes this far back. I was even friends with a guy called Alex the Grecian, who basically just used to dress up as a Roman. We did a mascot game with each other in Shrewsbury, of all places, back in 2001. But yeah, so I've got a soft spot for Exeter, despite the playoffs the other season, despite the kind of the Matt Reed moments, as we call it. Do you know what? I thought that you were better than probably 50% of the teams that we've seen this season. You know, certainly there was some of the teams I've seen this season, pardon the phrase, are all thrust and no squirt. And I thought that once you got yourselves kind of into the game a little bit,
you're not getting that match of the day.
You've got the likes of Sam Nombi and Dimitri Mitchell. You've got some penetration. You had something there to go on. So I think that you've got a solid foundation. The danger for Exeter, from what I can see, is second season syndrome. Look at Cambridge this season.
What happens then? Explain that.
For me, second season syndrome is you come up, you do well, you've got the high, you've got the promotion bounce, you're looking quite kind of, you're looking in control. And then you've got to try and build on that. And it's really hard sometimes for teams to capitalise and build on that.
Why? Why is it?
I don't know. I think maybe you've lost the impetus. Maybe, when you come up, whether it's through the playoffs or automatic promotion, everybody's on a high, everybody's kind of motivated. You've got players stepping up from League Two to League One who want to try themselves. Yeah. But to try and take the next step, you've then got to deal with another 4 teams who are coming up who are motivated. You've got to deal with 3 more teams coming down who are going to spend to get out. Ooh. Second season. I mean, to be fair, our second season, we made the playoff final, but, that's Lincoln City for you.
Yeah. That's interesting. That sounds very nice.
What did the Roman mascot wear? Was it like literally just like some lace around his head? What was the outfit?
Do you know what? It was actually a real cheat because we went and did this Battle of the Mascots. It was a Guinness Book of Records thing. It was brilliant. It was like 25 mascots on either side with this huge, great big ball. And he rocked up in like football boots and just like the sort of thing you might wear on a stag weekend, just dressed as a Roman. And we were all wearing huge boots, big heads. I mean, I thought I was going to die.
That is so funny.
9 goals. I had 2 touches of the ball, and one of them was accidental.
Yeah,
that is so funny. That is the ultimate cheat. Basically, turning up for a normal game of football, but with like a blanket wrapped around him.
But he was also right. He was the only mascot I ever knew that transferred. So he was at Exeter, and he had also been at Burton Albion. And I can't think where else he went. He might have gone to Hull or something like that.
God,
he was. Yeah, he went around 3 different teams.
I love mascots so transferring.
Funny.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, getting a little mascot in from another team.
Yeah.
No.
I
like Grecian and Lexi the Lion, thank you.
No, I like them. They're lovely. I was watching.
A mascot should have a full outfit. I remember Bradford City just used to have to have a guy in a bowler hat, and that was it.
I'm not hearing anything against Lenny. He was one of the best guys in football, the City Gent. And the thing with Lenny was
the City Gent. That was it. He was the City Gent.
Big fella. He was like, I don't know, 18, 19, maybe 20 stone. He was huge, big jovial fella. He got ill. Lost about 10 stone, so they sacked him because he wasn't the character anymore.
I would have sacked him.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, straight up. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, he still goes.
Surely a mascot should have a massive head.
Well, I mean, his head was out of proportion to his body anyway, without the phone.
Our mascot's shoes are I was looking at our mascot's boots yesterday. I quite like them. They're quite big.
Kicking a ball in them.
Big black trainers with white soles.
Yeah, mine were the same.
Anyway, who wants to play the Bovril game?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Okay. Okay, so the Bovril game is one question about Exeter City Football Club, one about general, Premier League, whatever. And then we ask Gary whether he likes Bovril or whether he doesn't like.
I'm so glad that I forgot about this because I wouldn't have slept a wink all week.
Okay, right. How are we going to do this? So if you know the answer, should we buzz in or just... No, don't bother buzzing in. Okay, so the first question is Exeter City. Exeter City reached FA Cup quarterfinals on how many different occasions? 1,
3.
2, 3, or 4? James says
3.
3.
Oh, look at John. John can remember the years.
Oh, sorry, I haven't got the answer.
Cool.
Brilliant.
Hang on, I haven't got the answer lined up.
How can you not have the answer?
I forgot to get the answer. Oh shit! Hang on, I'll be back with you in just one moment.
How can you give multiple? What if it's 5 times? You've just given multiple choice questions.
Hang on, I'll be with you.
What is this?
I don't even know where the answers are. Oh,
unprofessional.
This is outstanding.
It's
made me less nervous.
We've done it once.
I think I know the answer, but
well, I don't know the answer. So
okay, well that's the end of the Bovril quiz.
What is the answer?
What a fiasco!
I think it might be just the once.
Right,
I think we played Tottenham in the quarterfinals and got knocked out.
Okay, so that's a point for
right,
John.
that might not be right. There might be.
What? What is this? What is this? Absolute kangaroo court! I can't believe this.
Oh no! Hang on a minute. I'll find it. I've got it here. Talk about yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Does anyone know in the chat or the comments? Someone said Brian Moore says 2.
Oh, okay. So there we go. It's 2.
Yeah, but does Brian know, or is he giving it the big one?
He might just be guessing.
He knows more than you.
Oh yeah, so I can't get the answers. So Brian says 2, so neither of you got a point. Thank you, Brian. Second question. Honestly, I haven't even saw it. I don't even know the answer.
This is ridiculous.
This is great. You know what? I'm enjoying it now. Great.
Right,
Chaos.
So just skip to the last question because that's the only one we do know the answer to. Gary,
Okay.
do you like Bovril?
No, hang on.
No.
We might know it. We might know it.
Okay. Next question.
This is about Brazil 2002.
In what year did Manchester City first win the Premier League?
2012.
2013.
James, you're right. 2012.
God,
Yes.
damn it.
Now the quiz is working. Now it's working. Okay. So that's 1 point to James, no points to John. But for the final question, you get 2 points. So John could win.
What? What's this fresh twist? Oh, yeah, it was. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I apologise.
John could get a sneaky brace at the end of the game. So James is 1-0 up. There's 5 minutes remaining. There's 2
I'll let John answer first.
Yeah.
Okay. Does Gary, the Lincoln City supporter, like Bovril?
Right, let me look into his eyes real quick. Yeah, he does.
Right. In the interests of the game, I don't think he does.
Gary, please.
I'd rather gargle sand.
Oh, it's 3-0 to... No, what is it? It's 3-0 to James. You've won.
Incredible.
There we go.
I'll do the Ronaldo. So, you know, when Ronaldo scored those 2 goals in the final.
Yeah. There you go. Brilliant. So James gets 3 points for that. It was a draw last time. So James is on 4 points in the league, and John's on 1. This is working well as an idea.
How can I be on 1 point? I got 2 questions right last week.
No, you got a draw for an overall. Don't worry, I'll email you the rules.
Goodness sake!
Yeah,
Well,
I'm going to do a full U-turn. I think David's correct.
What? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, Gary, for coming on.
Pleasure.
Cheers, Gary.
Do you want to plug your podcast?
Yeah, I can do. Why not?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So basically, I run, as you can see down there, wherever it is, StaceyWest.net. So we've got a podcast that's on the TalkSport network as well, which you can find on all your usual podcasting outlets, which is just about as irreverent as this, but about a slightly better football club.
Ooh.
little dig at the end. Spicy,
nasty.
Welcome you into our home,
lads. Can I please plug on this Tuesday we launched the Always Be Comedy podcast.
Oh,
out this Tuesday. Josh Widdicombe's first guest.
So what is the idea behind that? Is it just a chat before a gig?
No, the format is it's a chat up top, and then the guest has to curate what would be their ideal comedy night. So they pick their dream opener, middle, closer,
Why
MC.
has that not been done before?
Don't know. Well, it's good fun. I tell you what, mate. The Stuart Lee episode, he really put the homework in. That's a spicy one. That's good.
How many have you got lined up?
In the bag, probably got about 10 in the bag, maybe more.
I don't know why this hasn't been done before. It seems really obvious. It's a great idea.
Maisie Adam, that's a good one. There's some bangers in there. So this Tuesday, the Always Be Comedy podcast, we'll be tweeting it. We'll be pushing the living heck out of it at Always Be Comedy, and then I'm at James Gill Comedy. Thanks for the. I probably overstepped the mark in terms of what is acceptable with a plug. So thank you.
Yeah, a bit cheeky, and I might clip some of it.
That's fair. David, please don't clip it.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thanks, Gary. Thanks, John, James.
Thank you.
No
Great to see you guys.
Yeah.
See
you next week.
See you next week.
Thanks for having me.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Cheers, boys. Happy birthday, John's mum.
Bye. Yes.